Good afternoon, councillors, members of the public and officers. Welcome along to this meeting which I declare open, and I pay my respects to the Wadani Noongar people, acknowledging this is their budja, and also pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. Under announcements, councillors, on Saturday evening early, Dr Chan and I met with the WA Football Commission to discuss the Hands Oval Change Rooms project. It was well received, got very good questions. I thought it was a good session, and Dr Chan did a great job in presenting, so we'll see where we go from here. Today I met with the new, relatively new Vietnamese Consul General who came to Bunbury. I think he said it was his first official visit outside of Perth, so that was nice of him to come down here. And he's very keen to look at some cultural and business opportunities with Nha Trang and Vietnam in general, so we'll see where that leads to. And my fuel costs for the period were $56.20. So have we got any screening on? Nothing at all? You all good? It's just mine's off. That's fine. I'll use my little pad here. Moving on, Councillor Kozisek is unwell tonight, so she's an apology. Declarations of interest, we have Councillor Steck, Smith, Turner, and also Councillor Plum has submitted an impartiality interest for item 10.5.1, as he knows one of the tenderers. Any further declarations of interest, councillors? Can I also move confirmation of the last council meeting minutes, please? Councillor Giles, Councillor Plum, all in favour? That's carried unanimously, thank you. Do we have any petitions? We have no deputations tonight. Method of dealing with the agenda tonight, councillors, will need to deal with 10.4.1 separately. Are there any other items on the agenda that councillors wish to raise in detail? Councillor Steck.
10.2.1.
Any others? Can I have someone move the balance, please? Councillor Hayward, Councillor McCleary, all in favour? That's carried unanimously. We go to 10.2.1. Can I have someone move the executive recommendation? Councillor Hayward. Seconder. Councillor McCleary. Councillor Hayward.
Thanks very much, Mr Mayor. I must say at the outset that I was one of the councillors that didn't support this last year, but I've been convinced by the CEO's presentation, the presentation that outlined where this funding was going and the process in which and how important it is for it to move forward. And on that basis, I'm certainly happy to support it this year, and I encourage other councillors to do so as well. I think the key things are that if we're going to grow this regional messaging, then it does require an investment. We've already put the investment in. It's a bit like, if we pull out now, it's a bit like half building your house without getting the rest done. And I think that would really would not be good value for our money. So I think that we're in far enough now that we need to see it through, and I think that there will be some good outputs coming forward. I was also pleased to see that around 70% of that tourism value comes back to our city, and I think that's an important point as well. So I'd encourage all our councillors to support it. Thanks.
Councillor McCleary. Speaker against. Councillor Steck.
No, I'm just going to vote against it.
Is there a speaker against? I'll put it all in favour. Those against? That's carried. 2 against were Councillors Steck and Steele. The rest were in favour. Thank you. We move to 10.4.1. Councillor Steck, thank you.
I'm happy to move that one for you, Mr. Mayor.
Councillor Hayward moves. Is there a seconder? Councillor Turner. Councillor Hayward.
Thanks very much, Mr. Mayor. As many of you know, I was previously the chair of the Withers council group that we had established to invest into Withers over a 5-year period. By the time that I'd got involved, I think a couple of years had passed and we had about 3 years worth of investment where we were able to do some really terrific things in a very short space of time. One of those things in the end, on top of the CCTV cameras that we had installed, the closing of the laneways which had dogged people for many, many years, we really did get to know the community well over that period, and they were very concerned that in terms of the development of their suburb, that it wouldn't be done on a piecemeal basis, that there needed to be an overall plan. And as part of that, we took the move to engage a consultancy firm to look at the entire suburb and look at how it could connect and be developed into the future. They did outstanding work. In fact, the work was so good that they wanted an award for it. The community really appreciated the time and effort that was put into engaging with them. And that was 5 years ago. After that work was done, the next stages really fell to the state government to do their bit. For whatever reason, it's taken some time, five years later, to really, the plan we have now is really based on the original plan that the city had invested in and had made. So we need to get this project moving. People there have been waiting, when we were doing our stuff 5 years ago, they have been waiting 20 to 25 years for improvements to be made in their part of Bunbury, and I just hate to think that it's going to take an entire lifetime before we see some real action in that suburb. It desperately needs to be done. It's a fantastic locality, and I believe it'll be a suburb we're all very proud of into the future. So I just encourage councillors to support this, and let's push it a bit further down the road, and fingers crossed the state government can get cracking on it and make it happen. Thank you.
Councillor Turner.
Thank you, Mayor. The structure plan that they've put before us is undoubtedly a positive change for the Withers that is well overdue. It will create improved traffic flow throughout the suburb of residents, allow emergency service, better and faster response times, and attract more investors and people who want to buy, build and live in Withers. By allowing for a variety of different housing types, this will encourage a more diverse demographic of people wanting to live in the area. I just want to please vote in favour of it. It's a well thought out plan that will help revitalise and create more interest in Withers, which has considerable potential to be an in-demand suburb. Thank you.
Is there a speaker against? I'll put it all in favour, please indicate. That's carried unanimously. Thank you very much. Thanks, CEO. Councillors, thank you very much for your attendance this evening. Thank you, officers. Thank you, members of the public, for attending. I declare this meeting closed at 5:39 p.m.